Hey, boys and girls, I'm going to read for you a book from my friend, Mr. Fred LeBlanc, the drummer and lead singer for the band Cowboy Mouth. It's called Fred, the New Orleans Drummer Boy. Hope you guys enjoy it. My good friend Fred even signed it for me. Thanks, Fred. Page 1. Down in the great city of New Orleans lives a young boy named Fred. Fred loves to play the drums. It makes him happy to play music and entertain people. Fred's favorite time of year is Mardi Gras, when parades roll through the city. It's a time when everyone celebrates. Carnival season. Many marching bands from all around the world come to perform in the parades. Fred has listened to marching bands all of his life. He especially loves the big brass drum that pounds out the beat as the musicians march down the streets past the crowds. The name of the band is, just throwing it out there. Fred thinks this is why so many New Orleanians have a great sense of rhythm, because they grow up listening to the big bass drum in marching bands during Mardi Gras parades. Fred practices the drums every chance he gets so he can become better and better. When he's not around his drum set, he goes through all of the songs over and over in his head, so he'll be ready whenever he can play. Every night when he lays down to sleep, Fred closes his eyes and pictures himself playing his drums with all his heart. In his imagination, he grips the sticks and entertains a large, enthusiastic crowd. As he plays, the smiling audience dances and cheers. Fred loves playing for an audience, and it's even more fun when he plays live with his band. They play great music, and they're also friends. JT plays the guitar. He goes to all the music festivals and takes lessons at the music store. Then there is Evie, the band's second guitar player. She likes to go down to the French Quarter to watch the street musicians play and talk to them about their technique. Fred and his band rehearse several days a week. They practice in private, away from an audience, something that musicians need to do constantly in order to perfect their talents. The band knows that the more you do something with focus and concentration, the better at it you will become. Wanted, bass player and neighborhood band, call Fred. But that's no longer the case. But the band has one problem. They need a guitar player in order to have a really full sound. Fred, JT, and EV talk to their friends and teachers and post flyers around the town, and even search online for their new band member. Let's go down to the French Quarter, EV suggests. Maybe we'll meet a musician who knows someone who would like to play with us. But by the end of the day, they were tired and hungry, and they still have no bass player. Whoops, forgot to show this picture. How was that picture? And then going on to the next page. The band makes one last stop on the way home, the music store. Hi, Mr. Jimmy, Fred greets the owner as they walk in. We're looking for a bass guitarist to join our band. Could you put up some of our flyers and call if you hear anyone who might want to join? That might just be your new band member over there, guys. Mr. Jimmy points to a boy playing his bass in the corner. That's little B. He just bought a set of bass guitar strings. The kids run over and introduce themselves. You play the bass? Fred said excitedly. How'd you like to be in the coolest band in town? Thanks, Little B answered timidly, but I've never been in a band before. I usually play by myself just for fun. Come to practice tomorrow and give it a try, says Fred. You never know. So they all get together. The next day, the band practices together. Little B is a great musician and just what the band needs. But most importantly, they all have fun. They practice every day that week. As the band sets up to practice on Friday, Mr. Jimmy calls and asks Fred if the band wants to play at the school's crawfish festival the next day. The scheduled band dropped out, he tells Fred. We need a group to take their place. Do you think you can help us out? Of course! We'll be there, Fred answers. Everyone in the band is excited when they hear the news except Little B, who just smiles quietly. The next day, the band meets backstage at the festival. As the band tunes their instruments, Little B walks up to Fred, says nervously, I can't do it. I can't go out there and play. What's the matter? Fred asked. I've never played in front of an audience before and I'm scared. B, you play great. You know the songs and people are going to love you. Don't get scared, get excited, EV adds. Yeah, JT jumps in. Don't get scared, get excited. Don't get scared, get excited. Fred starts playing a beat on the drums and all the kids sing. Don't get scared, get excited. Little B is having so much fun that he forgets all about being scared. Fred and the band go out and play their best. The crowd loves every song they sing, but the biggest hit of all is Don't Get Scared, Get Excited. The crowd ends with a standing ovation. The band signs autographs and poses for pictures, and many people congratulate them on their great performance. Now Little B never gets scared, but boy, does he ever get excited. The end. And that is the story of Fred, the New Orleans drummer boy. 2020 has been a tough year for us all, and we look forward to 2021. Hopefully we can get the band back together, and we look for because the world's a better place having Cowboy Mouth in it. See you soon, and Merry Christmas, everyone.